Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and I am here with Birch Press Design and another design team project. Well, if you remember those awesome ornaments that they came out just before the holidays, they've now come out with the similar layout with the butterflies. And who doesn't love butterflies? Me, I love butterflies, oh my goodness. If you guys have seen my videos before, you know I am a huge fan of butterflies. So what they've done is they've created a Butterfly Basics die set. Now, this is a layering die set. It's an application, an applique type die set. And that's kind of how I'm going to be using this. So I'm only going to be focusing on this die set here. Now, this die set will and does coordinate with 3 other layering butterfly sets that they have out. And I'll be showing you those very shortly. But you can see you have the top layer of the wings, and then you have these 2 bases, and here are the other ones coming in. So you've got the eloquent butterfly, and it is 3 layers. And then there's also the starlight and glimmer butterfly as well. They are each sold separately. They are not part of this collection here. And here are all 3 of them, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. I am biased. I love butterflies. So you can see I've got that top piece, and I've got those 2 middles, and then I've got these edgers. So I dug into my stash of my inked smush backgrounds. There's just times where I just let, people love to use those jelly prints, which I'm having fun with, but I just love to ink smush. So I had this background and I cut it out with the 2 middles, those background dies that I had laying out there. Then I took 2 shades of solid cardstock that were very close in color to what I had used on that ink smush. And I used, for the smalls, I used the smaller outlines, which is what I'm applying now. I used one color, and then for the larger ones, I used this more aqua tone. Now, this was great because I dug into my scraps. That's exactly what I dug into, and you can see that I have the 2 butterfly bodies off to the side there. I am using every die that comes into this set. So I'm taking what I'm referring to as those edgers and adding them to the piece. Now you can see these pieces kind of match up to the pieces that I'm layering on, but I'm just bringing them in just a little bit so that I have something that these edgers, we're just going to keep on calling them edgers, can attach to. So I'm taking a very fine line of liquid adhesive, and I'm just putting that along the very edge of these bases that I've created for that butterfly. Now again, we're not using a different cardstock for the 2 body bases, and that's what I'm calling those solid cutouts. So you can see that while I'm taking all of these pieces and I'm going to put them into one butterfly, layer these all together, you can have just that one butterfly that I have up on top there. The other butterfly that I'm building right now, you can have just that one. You could have one of the bases and that top piece that I used for vellum. You have a lot of options and possibilities when it comes to this one die set. So you're going to see a bunch of videos, a few videos, that is going to come out from this set right here. And then I'm going to pull in the other layering sets. I really do think that this set alone can provide a lot and give a lot and can really, really be stretched. So here you can see I'm now layering those 2 pieces that I've just built. So there's a lot of dimension on this card. Now, if you don't want to lose that dimension, then I would suggest, putting some fun foam, double-sided foam underneath each of the wings. But this isn't a card that I'm definitely going to mail because it is going to get squashed. But if you look at this on the side, you can see that other layer of ink smush. You can see that other layer of those cardstocks that I have coming in. I'm going to take the larger butterfly body and I'm going to put that one down first, and then I'm going to take that smaller one and just put that right on top. So I'm creating a layered effect with those bodies. Now, I don't think I was filming when I put that other one on there because for some reason I turned off the video. But I did. I matched up all of those elements to get that layered look for the body. For my sentiment, I'm going to be using the Big and Little Reverse Words by Memory Box. I love these sentiments. They're big, they're chunky, they're just really cool. And I use these a lot in my journals. Yeah, I do. I just, just to be able to, stamp them because they have great words: with love, hugs, thank you, hello, sympathy, wishes, wishing, hoping, happy, love. So they're just some great words right off the bat. I'm going to be using my Distress Oxide patina. I'm still playing with that color as well. And I'm just swiping along that stamp. I don't need it and I don't want it to be perfect. I want that distress look to match the ink smushing on the butterfly, because again, that's not solid either. That's kind of very distressed looking also. The only thing that's really not distressed looking are the wings edges, because they are solid. I didn't add any ink to them. You could have. I just wanted to keep them the vibrancy of those scraps that I had. I have a piece of black cardstock cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I have another piece that I found in my scrap pile that I cut that down to 4 by 5 1/4, and it's a different shade from the two colors that I used on the butterfly. I'm using those as matte behind my 3 3/4 by 5 inches panel that I'm going to put my butterfly on. This butterfly is going to be propped up using some double-sided foam squares. And again, I wanted to use that because they would really hold those wings, at least the bottom part, down. Because again, I just mirrored those up against those edges of that. So even though I've got that liquid adhesive, it is still a weak part, or it could become a weak part while it's traveling. I'm going to remove the release paper, and this is simply going to go right in the center of this panel. Now, I actually thought and figured I better put this on my standard A2 size card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it will be a top folding card base. Usually, I put all of that dimension sitting on the front and then I squish it because I got to put it down on my card base. So, but again, whichever way, it would have worked, right? Right. I'm going to set this right in the front. This will extend beyond my 4 1/4 inches. So it will work. I do get larger size envelopes. I don't get standard A2 size envelopes because I usually put a lot of dimension on my cards. I don't think anything else was needed. If you wanted to add some gems and sparkle, you certainly could. The snowstorm speckles, splatters would have looked awesome on that. But I do hope you enjoyed today's project, and please stay tuned some more with some more fun projects using this butterfly basics and also pulling in those layered butterfly dies as well. As always, all the products that I used will be listed down below in the video description, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below as well, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope everyone is enjoying their day, and if you haven't already, please subscribe so that you don't miss any more videos, and enjoy. Absolutely enjoy all of those. For those of you that have subscribed, or even if you're thinking about it, thank you so much. I truly am grateful that you are all here and we are having fun together on our creative journey. So again, continue to enjoy this process. No stress. Smile, laugh, giggle, have fun with it. But most of all, always remember, be creative. Till next time, guys.